So let's move into another chapter. So when we use that ls-la command, so we can see some like symbols, some name, and some numbers, some dates, some directories which have some the different color with different extensions. So like how can we like understand like what is this? So the first character will almost always be either a hyphen, which means it's a file, or a D, that's mean it's a directory. So we can easily identify it's a file or it's a directory. And the next 9 characters, which is like which are the RW, RR, or something XR something, which is for that show for that security, and we'll talk about them later like in the next slides. And the next column shows that owner of the file. So in that case that it is my that user ID, which is Chandan. And the next column shows the size of the file in the bytes. So we can see that 4096. So first is user and second one is the group and it's the size, and that's the date, which is that last modify of that file or that particular folder. And we can see easily identify if there is a hyphen, it's a file. If there is a D, it's a directory, and if they mention L, then that's mean that's a link. And the all the permissions which related into the three parts, that's owner, group, users, and other. So there's a R, W, and X, maybe that file, directory, and for that link. And we can understand with that numeric that method, which means that hyphen hyphen hyphen, that's mean that zero, there's no permission, so that means that none. Then hyphen hyphen x, that's mean one, that's mean that file have only that execute permissions. Then hyphen w hyphen, that's mean the write. Hyphen w x number 3, it's for write plus execute. R hyphen hyphen number 4, that's mean that's read permission. R hyphen X, that's mean number 5, that's read plus execute permission. RW hyphen 6, that's mean that read plus write permission. And RWX7, that's mean read write execute. So sometimes if you are already know about that CTFs or some, like if you need some execution of that file, so we just put that ch mode for the change mode and 777 permissions. That means we change the permission for the owner, for the group, and the users. So 7 for the owner, 7 for the group, and 7 for the users. So we can put directly that rwx. And if I just convert into that binary, that's mean rwx, that's 111, 110, 101, 100, and so on. And there are that symbolic methods also. So we can set that ch mode and then who, what, and which type of file or directory, where who represent identify that UGOA, that means that user, group, others, and all. And what represent like actions, that mean plus, minus, and equal, that's mean add, remove, or set exit. And which represent access level, that's RWX, that's mean read, write, execute. Now let's say we can use that ch mode uz, that's mean user and group, plus rw, that's mean that read and write, and then file.txt. So we can use with the help of that ch mode with of these symbols. And there are some that special permissions also, that particular that user group and others. So we have to identify that some that special permissions, and with the help of that special permission. So if I'm talking about that special permission, that's been user plus as, which is like noted as suid. So the special permission of the user access level has a single function. So a file with suid always execute as the user who owns the file, regardless of the user passing the command. And if the owner doesn't have that execute permission, then use an uppercase as here. So let's say that ls hyphen l, and then user bin, and then password. So we can see that hyphen RWSR. So there's an that special symbol which is S. That's mean the file having that SUID permission. That's mean user's permission. I'm talking about that special permissions for that sticky. That's mean other permission. That means plus T. So we can identify with the help of that ls hyphen ld and then tmp. So ld. So we can see there's some extra T. That's mean it's sticky permissions, which is the last special permissions has been dubbed the sticky bit, and this permission does not affect individual file. However, at the directory level, and it's restrict file deletions, only the owner and the root of a file can remove the file within that directory. That's why we generally upload some files into that temp folder. So it's a special permissions sticky. So whenever we like do for that Linux privilege escalation and we see the actual that permission, so we have to remember about that special symbol, the T and the S. Otherwise, like other than it's like directory like rwx or rwt, and other than they have that's only that owners permissions, and then group and users don't have any permissions.